sweet. The cards are all over the place. I got full screen this. Okay. Boom. What is up, everyone? Welcome to another episode of From Pennies to Power. We show the true potential of the pennies of cardboard. We show the true power of... Oh, as my cat's trying to eat my food on the side over here. So, my name is Chris, OMGMTG. All the links are at OMGMTG.com. We got enough episodes. We got some casual EDH right before we swing around to the bajillion things that are going on this weekend. Hope to see everyone there. But even if you're not there, we're all still crazy, stupid busy because that's just how life likes to work. All right. As you know how it's going to be, we're going to jump right into the game. We're going to start the whole 9 yards, the rule zeros, and we will get right into it. So, Islin, whenever you are ready, break it down for us.
Hey, what's up? I'm Islane. I run the Possibility Storm YouTube channel, also the No Effects podcast, which can be found on the YouTube channel and over on Spotify. I could throw a link tree in the chat for all my stuff, but basically do CDH primarily, do quite a bit of Pauper Commander as well. I think I may have gotten exiled.
You're not alone here.
Well,
Our player loses the game.
Yeah.
Yep, there. Let me refresh that. But yeah, do a lot of CDH, do a lot of CPDH. The podcast is about CDH primarily. But yeah, that's me. As far as Commander goes, I am playing Shalab, the Child of Ungoliant. It is a big-ass spider that makes things into food. And then I have some food payouts in the deck, like Rapacious Guest and some others that do fun things with food tokens because, well, food tokens have kind of sucked forever, and Lord of the Rings really turned it around. I think a little bit more support with Wild Zola Drain, like maybe a couple more.
We're so close to it. We really
like a couple more sets, and we might actually see some really competitive stuff with food. But
I really think so.
Anyhow, that's me.
And Nate.
All right. How's it going, everyone? I'm Nate, or Turtledog14. I'll pop a link in the good old chatty chat in 1 second. Tonight I'll be bringing out Enigmatic, Hand of Erebos. I just grabbed the pre-con a couple weeks ago, and I've been excited to get in games with her, with folks like Chris and everyone here. The Abzan player at heart, so I had to get this one, if any of them.
Yep.
if any of them, I was like, oh, there's an Abzan pre-con out there? Let me go get that one. And aside from that, what I try to just bring to the community is just uplifting hype and moral support for anyone pursuing their own personal fitness journey. So if you're ever on Twitter or Instagram, TikTok even, and you see that hashtag going around MTGFitFam, there's a bunch of us out there just trying to hype each other up and just be supportive. So it's really kind of what I'm bringing to the community. I've been told I'm a good turtle for just trying to support folks like that.
Hey,
and,
we need more of that.
Exactly.
We need more of that. Yeah, I think so. Like, there's, we're all so multifaceted in all our interests and all our pursuits. And I was like, you know what? Like, who's out there, one that sort of support? And hey, there are a lot of us out there doing it. So I think it's really cool. And Chris, once again, I appreciate you sending me the brain fart in here, the stream,
the stuff,
schedule invite, the stuff. So, really appreciate getting in the game with you guys and getting to play with some new players. Nice meeting you, Islam. And
we've actually played together, I think, on someone's stream, but I don't remember whose.
Right? I feel like
I've clicked off of the thing. Sorry.
I did too. Yeah. I'm like, wait, where did it go? Yeah. I'll pass it on.
All right, and Matt.
Hi, everyone. My name's Matt, aka Vibe Proxies 954. What I love to bring to community is proxies. Love vintage styles. 1 sec. That's my dog. Zeus. Quiet. It's okay. And proxies, vintage style, any nice pop culture or derivative work. Actually had the opportunity to work with Chris and Papa Popper on a design. You'll be able to see it in MC Vegas this time. There we go. One of my creations.
Yep.
You'll be able to get it there exclusively.
Wow, that's really slick.
Thank you.
Yeah, it came out very, very good. Like, I was a little afraid how it's gonna line up and whatnot, but everything lined up so beautifully.
That's really great alignment.
So I'm stoked with that.
So I have this and another project I'm working on that when it gets closer I'll announce it. But yeah, and what I'll be rocking with today is more for CPDH. It's Neva, Stuck by Nightmares. I am running her. I've been brewing her with various iterations, so I'm hoping this can hang with everybody else.
All right, sweet. Today I am playing Kaikar Wins Fury. It is eventually gonna get updated to a knack combo, and go crazy with it. Right now it's still pretty high mid for the most part. It's giving tweaks here and there. It's just makes a bunch of birds. I don't care if you want to call them spirits. They're a bunch of birds. I like the deck. Also, it's one of the only decks that are not packed away right now for Vegas. Because I don't want to open up a bunch of billion things and make a mess again in my office. So yeah, birds. Plus, I want to get the actual like full frame of the bird when I go to Vegas because I keep meaning to get that and I just don't do it. All right, we're going to randomize her 4 times. 1, 2, 3, and 4.
This is my preferred position.
Yep. I'm gonna keep my opening hand, and I will be good to go whenever y'all's good.
Good to go with the with this.
Yeah, I've got a 7.
All right.
Yep.
Break it down for us.
Slot in a Temple of Silence, comes in tapped, and I get to scry 1. Little bad boy at the bottom there, and pass turn.
All right. Untap draw. I'm gonna do Ancient Tomb, take 2 life, go to 38, and for most basic stuff, a Silvermere. That is all. Pass turn.
All right. Draw. Well, no one's tapped. Draw. Let's see.
And my wife discovered how to make buttons now, so we got buttons of the little one.
Oh yeah.
Aw.
Oh yeah.
Basic planes. Go.
Okay, draw for turn. We will play Yavimaya, tap it for green for an elf and pass.
Come on, bolt the elf.
What's up?
You won't.
Someone bolt the elf? No.
Step 1, bolt the elf.
I appreciate the assist on getting some more green men out there. I do appreciate that.
You're welcome.
Let's
No, I don't need to
Always
worry
here-
about
I'm here to
losing life.
throw in this little guy. Throw in Composer of Springs. Sorry, tap the 2. Whenever enchantment enters battlefield under my control, I can put a land card from hand onto the battlefield tap. And the cool one's going to be once I get 6 or more enchantments on the battlefield, I can cheat in a land or a creature to the battlefield tap.
Not bad.
So let's get cracking on those enchantments. I'm gonna pass turn.
All right, I'm gonna untap and I will draw. Dark Steel Citadel, tap 3, lose 2 life.
I thought Kaikar was 3 color.
It is 3 color.
You're playing nothing but colorless lands.
I know,
so-
ironically, and it's funny. I'm gonna do a Foundry Inspector, and then tap the mirror and 1 reduction for Iron Mirror.
Jesus, you are playing a colorless deck.
Wow,
The
Iron
Kaikar
Mirror
meta.
off. Yep. I'm gonna pass the turn after that, and weirdly enough, I don't have any color lands in my hand. I'm gonna pass to you good after that.
Someone feed Chris some broccoli.
Yep.
Some fertilizer.
All right, tapping 2, Felwar Stone, and that's about it. Go.
All right. We're gonna play a nurturing peatland, and we're gonna tap for 3, losing a life. And I would like to play this Growing Rights of Itlamok. ETB. I look at top 4, and I can reveal a creature. Put it in my hand. Review top 4. There is only this creature. So, and then what happens to the other ones? That's on the bottom.
Bottom random.
Bottom. Close. So this Deadly Recluse will go to my hand, and yeah, I will pass turn.
Throw in Temple of Plenty. That'll come in tapped. Scry 1. I think I'll be okay. Put that at the bottom. And I'm gonna throw in tap 2. Jukai Naturalist. Lifelink. Enchantment spells. Enchantment spells cost 1 less to cast. Because an enchantment creature came in, that'll trigger off Composer of the Spring. Let me look at the top 3. I will reveal a land card, put this into hand, and the other 2 go to the bottom of the library.
Cool.
It's weird because I'd rather be sending everything to the graveyard, but
Yeah.
this deck doesn't want to do
Yeah.
that. I'm like, oh, let me send it to the graveyard. No, Nate, check yourself.
When it comes to Enchantress, I still feel that like Wizards doesn't really know what it wants to do with Enchantress because there's so like they're all the
So, yeah.
same, but they're all different. That's how I see it anyway. Like,
I
they're cool.
mean, nowadays you got the option of copying when it just
Mhm.
straight draw, or now just graveyard effects.
Yep.
One of my very first, actually, it was my very first EDH deck was a precon with Daxos the Returned, which was Enchantress, but like made these spirit tokens that got bigger with the number of enchantments you controlled.
Mm-hmm.
I loved it, but it was never very competitive. But I still loved it. Eventually, we got Sithis, which I have brewed up
Sithis broke.
pretty strongly. So
Sith-
we finally
Sith
got
was
there.
was a great punch through for a lot of things.
Yep. Absolutely.
I'm going to hang tight and pass turn.
All right. I'm gonna untap and I will draw. Okay.
I really do kind of like that Arietta that came out in Wildsville Drain because there's like 100 1-drop white, black, or enchantments. It's just 1-drops. So there's already 100 of them.
Yeah. There's a
I'm
lot.
like, let me
of
just like go mass critical on that.
So I played
But,
that against it was Octavia from Trying Casually Games. She
Oh
played
yeah,
it,
yeah, Octavia.
and it just out of the blue, she's draining us for like 5 to 10 life a turn. And even like, and then she's just gaining the life right back, and then it just spiraled so quickly. Okay, I'm going to say 1, 2. I'm gonna play a Spire of Industry. So technically, I have colors.
You've
That's
had green
technically-
since turn.
Yeah, so I have
2 or
had
3.
green. Yeah. Let's do 1, 2, 3, 4 with the colorless, and this is gonna tap for white. I'm gonna lose a life. Go to 35. And I'm gonna cast. Then I'm gonna just do a Tormod's Crypt, and I'm gonna make a bird. After
It's a
that,
spirit,
Bird.
actually.
I don't care what you say. It's gonna be an Eevee. I will just pass said turn.
All right, my go. Draw upkeep. I'm gonna play planes. Tapping. All right. Play Spirited Companion. When it enters the battlefield, draw a card. And yeah.
Okay. Oh, okay. Well, it's the land we have, so we're gonna play this Witch's
Ooh.
Cottage tapped.
Yep.
And I'm gonna pay a green for this Chainweb Arachnir. So 1/2 with reach. When ETBs deals damage to your Eevee to kill it.
Yep.
It also has escape, and it escapes with 3/1/1 counters on it, so it would do like 4 damage to something on ETB, but that's probably never going to be relevant. I'm going to tap this for a green as well without losing a life because of Yavimaya, and then play. Nope, I can't do that. Oh yeah, I can't do that because I got a door. That's right. Play the Deadly Recluse. So I have 2 1/2 reachers. One has Death Touch. Do not have 4 creatures yet, so Growing Right stays. I will pass turn.
Put in throw in a Orzhov Bazooka. Enters tapped. I'm going to return a forest to my hand. Is okay. With those remaining 2, start throwing down. Tap 2. I'll put in a Dreadhorde Invasion. Get to start amassing things. At the beginning of my upkeep, I'll lose a life, amass zombies 1. Whenever a zombie token you control with power 6 or
Yeah,
greater
it's like
attacks,
Bitter Blossom.
and-
I
It's
remember
like
that
Bitter
one.
Blossom, yeah.
Yeah,
The one we have at home.
Bitter Blossom and Hope. Got it.
Those 2 there.
The thing I hate about a mass is the way I see a mass, or even with the orcs, is you only make 1 creature over, and that just makes it bigger. But the imagery.
Well, so the thing is that I have a PDH deck with a Rakdos Orc that actually adds extra 1/1 counters anytime you get something with a 1/1 counter on it. So the amass mechanic works really well in the sense that like they get bigger faster. So when it becomes a really tall threat really fast, it's pretty good. But also, if you just amass 1 and sack it every single turn, you're still getting value.
That's big
You're still
value.
getting value.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And I made a mistake. Instead of costing 2, it's going to cost 1 because of the Jukai Naturalist.
Oh, yeah.
So I just tapped
Yep.
the Bazooka there, or the Temple of Silence.
All right, bring Puppers. Humphrey, come here. Ironically, he's actually in the game. Give me a button. Oh, all right, everyone. This is Humphrey.
Well, you shouldn't have the points on there if you don't want somebody to redeem them. Because
Oh,
I will do it every time.
That is nothing wrong there. This is my 45-pound corgi,
Yeah, it's good boy.
and he is just straight fucking muscle.
Oh,
When he was a puppy, he had to get put on steroids, and he was growing, so naturally he grew with the steroids, and he's just straight. His legs
So he's
are-
straight juiced.
Yup. Everyone's like, he's way too big. I go, no. He's just. Have you seen his legs?
I'm going to see if I can't punch through. And vibes, I'm going to swing Composer of Spring to you for 1.
I will, but before damage,
Okay.
I'm gonna Deadly Dispute it.
Mhm.
Okay, so anything in response?
Nope, nothing on my end.
Okay.
Get that money, friend. Get that
Yep.
money.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And then I'll pass turn after that.
I'm gonna untap and draw. I'll do a mountain. Let's do 4 and 5. Tapping the ancient tomb for green. 5 total for Elisha of the Infinite.
Yep.
Top card. I'm gonna cast the top card for 0, which is a Candy Trail, and then I'm gonna scry 2.
Trying to lead us to some vans there, man? Like, what's going on?
Yeah. See, I have been obsessed with food in this game for a very, very long time. I've
Very
made
long time.
multiple food. I think I've made like 6 food decks of all different varieties, and I'm dying for it to get better. And I'm stoked about the Lord of the Rings. There's another Lord of the Rings mini set coming November, so I'm hoping they add even more at that point.
Really?
Yeah,
That soon?
Yeah, there's some like gift set thing that are scenes, and there's like a few new cards being
Yeah.
printed.
Yeah.
Oh,
I didn't even know about it until the other day. Somebody was like, "Oh, look, check out this new card from Lord of the Rings." I was like, "Lord of the Rings already happened. What the fuck are you talking
yeah,
about?"
it's very odd as to
They're
like what's
milking
going
it.
down with it.
Lord of
And
the Cash Grabs.
basically, and then Talisman of Creativity making another Eevee. That's what I keep telling everyone. Everyone's like, what do you want for Christmas? Just give me Lord of the Rings. I don't care. That's all I care about.
I mean, to be fair, the movies all came out around Christmas,
So
including the
yeah.
Hobbits. So like, it is kind of like
Oh.
Christmas time. Hobbits, yeah.
Thank you for the follow, gatherers. But yeah, I'm trying to get a full master set without having to spend like $1 trillion.
Yeah.
I have about half of it so far, but
I haven't bought any of it. I'm sad.
It's the only thing
I haven't bought
basically
much.
bought.
Yeah, I haven't bought much product this year at all. It's just not. It hasn't been in the cards, so to speak.
Yeah, that's
But
and that's why they keep making so much more.
Yep.
Matt, you're good to go.
I'm gonna play a plane, stepping for my commander. Where's my other zones? Grave, get back, bearded companion, and actually, I'm gonna tap it this way. 4, and then tap this, put on her, highest ghost form, and then end turn.
Okay. Tap and draw. All right. I think we want that. Have to do that way. All right. So 2 for an arcane signet, and then 3 for a rapacious guest. So 2/2 menace. Whenever one or more creatures I control the combat damage player, I create food, so you can make up to 3 a turn if you can get through. Whenever I sack a food, I put a 1/1 counter on it, and then whenever it dies or leaves the battlefield, a target loses life equal to its power.
I just wish it was each opponent so badly.
Well, yeah, but you can't have everything, I
Yeah,
suppose.
can't have your cake and eat it too.
It is still a great outlet that didn't exist until very recently, so we'll take it. Problem is you got a bunch of flyers, and I need to have these Death Touch Reachers open, but I wouldn't mind getting through somewhere. I think Nate's not likely to block a Death Toucher, right?
Not
I
with this deck.
I just want a food. I just want a food. You can take a whole 1 damage, and I'll make a food.
I'm gonna take a whole 1 damage and give you that bread.
Hell yeah, get that. Well, it's not really bread. It's kind of gross looking, actually. But hey,
Yeah.
Food.
Gross looking food.
End step.
There we go.
I have 4 creatures. I would like to flip. Now I have even more manias, and that is it. I will pass.
This is one of those cards I wish they almost would do a reprint on because it's a
It's
powerhouse.
the budget.
No one,
It's the budget guy's cradle that
Yep.
because no one can afford guy's cradle. Like
yeah.
Is it expensive now?
I don't think it's not so much expensive. I just don't think it's well known. Like I know about it because I was around for that set.
I don't think
Growing rights of
8.
it's from Ixalan.
Yeah.
So
We
it
are
was
going back
20
to Ixalan
28.
soon, so
And we
They
are
may
going back
reprint
to
it or something similar.
Secret there, probably.
They had a lot of those flip lands in that set, so I'm hoping they do more of them.
growing is $16. It's going down.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Yeah, it's a reasonable price.
I mean, compared to what 800 for a crit or a
Yeah.
cradle?
Oh
for
yeah,
Cradle. Yeah, 16 is a steal.
What's the price right now?
I'm pulling right now. I think it's only 8. Pull it up with TCG. Guys, great. Market price. Heavily played at $620.
Yeah, and heavily played. It means it like got dragged across the floor
Yeah.
with no sleeve on.
What's
No
the
sleeve on.
cheapest? Like moderately played is $660 for a moderate.
What's a near mint?
I'm digging still.
Yeah, near mints probably aren't really around, or if they are, they're not for sale.
Near mint is $770.
So it's come down a
On
bit
the
because
low.
it was pushing $1,000 for a minute.
Yeah, most of the
Yeah,
people
it
are
was
selling them
pushing
for $8 to $850. There's a couple that are trickling under the $750.
Did the untap on the upkeep. I took 1 because of the. So I took 1. I amassed 1. So boop boop, little 1/1 counter.
Yep.
And then I'm gonna put in a Necroblossom Snarl, and so that it comes in untapped. I'm just gonna reveal a forest from my hand. That comes in untapped, and now let's throw down with your boy. Doesn't have reach. I don't have any creatures in the graveyard. 3, 4. Might as well tap 4. Oh, I get to tap 4. That's right. So cheating that in for 1. So tapping 4. I'm gonna bring in Anixia. It has menace, enchantment. Creatures I control have menace. Just this one right now. When it enters battlefield or attacks, exile a non-aura enchantment from graveyard, create a token copy. That's the cool thing about Anixia. I can't do that right now, but that's okay. My graveyard's empty. And then because Anixia comes in, enchantment trigger off of spring. So let me throw that down there, and let me, Chris. I think you'd be a swell guy, and I think you would knock out my Composer of Spring if I sent it at you for 1/3.
Do you want me to?
Oh yeah, because I'm starting to filter through cards that I would want to put into my hand, but they're all going to the bottom of my library now.
I don't mind putting it in the bin.
Yeah, we'll throw it into the bin.
And it's just a regular dude, right?
It's just a regular 1/3 dude.
Yeah. With 3/3.
Perfect. I appreciate you. I learned early on that it's great to have that out early mid range to help you with your mana fixing. Then you want to get rid of it at some point if you can. So I'm good.
All right.
All right.
And yeah, I will pass the turn.
I'm gonna untap and draw top card. Top card I'm gonna play. It's a Mishra's Bauble. So Eevee can attack. Pikachu cannot attack.
Pikachu's drunk on that ketchup.
Exactly. I'm gonna crack the bauble. I'll look at top card, target player's library. I'll look at the top of Nate's library.
Okay, top one.
Top one. Flippity
Top
dippity.
one. Flippity dippity.
All right,
Forest.
And I'll draw a card the next upkeep. Can't do that. Okay. Off the top is a Git probe. I'll take the 2 life. I will look at Islane's hand if you can do it. All right, there you go. Ooh, okay, nice.
Oh.
Yeah. All right, and then I'm gonna draw a card. Goes in the bin. This has got 2 triggers there. Top card. Pay a life. Nope, that's creature. Never mind. I'm going to do blue, pay a life. Blue, pay a life. Blue. Then 2, 3, 4. For Whir of Invention X4. I don't do the top for stream purposes. I'm gonna do Mystic Forge onto the field. So, real quick. Make another one of these.
Gotta catch 'em all, Pokemon.
Yep. Top card. Sacrifice one of these to cast Liquid Metal Torque. Make another one. Land for turn being a Rust Veil Bridge. Make sure I put all these on the stream. Get probe. Alright, so this has got Prowess X several, but doesn't make a difference because y'all can just block. I will poke 2 in the air and 5 in the air over at Matt.
And I cannot do anything, so.
And then I will,
How much?
Yeah, it's 5 total. That card. I'm gonna pass after that.
Alrighty. Alright, next turn. Draw up. Untap, draw, upkeep. So first step, I'm gonna play Vulturous Aven. So I'm gonna exploit this. It'll go into a graveyard, then come back. Neva will trigger and put this back into my hand. Kaya's Ghostform. Anything in response?
I have nothing.
So now I will draw 2 and lose 2.
Oh, I didn't draw a card.
Alright, what else can I do? Alright. Rep, play Orzaz Ballistica. Turn 1 to my hand. Eccentric plays tapped. Got options. Play back the Kai's Ghost Form, and then I'm gonna have to drop 2 to my graveyard. I'm gonna go into discard, drop this to the graveyard, and I'm going to end my turn.
I will play a swamp for turn. I would like to tap for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and cast Shalab.
We got all the commanders on deck now. Nice.
So she has Death Touch and Ward 2. Other spiders I control, which are these 2, have Death Touch and Ward 2. Although one of them already had Death Touch. And whenever a creature dealt damage by a spider I control dies, I get a copy of it, but it's also a food.
Mm-hmm.
It's very thematic, I thought.
Oh yeah.
I would then like to tap for 5 green and cast this Oran Frostfang, which, I mean, they already have Death Touch, but hey, now they draw cards. If that is good, I would like to... I will send my menace creature at... I'm sorry, the proxies. It was Matt?
Yep.
Matt, okay. I'll send the 2/2 menace at Matt, and I'm going to send... I don't think you guys want to block, really, but... You know, yeah, I'm gonna send 1 spider at each, Nate and Chris. They all have Death Touch.
I can.
I'm gonna take one.
I will chump it with one of my Pikachu's.
Sure.
Not the
All right,
Pikachu.
so two of you take damage, so I will make 2 foods, and I will draw 2 cards. Okay, I have
That's called
no
synergy.
further actions.
Draw, upkeep.
Yeah, this is a much better showing than the first time I played it. The first time I played it, I didn't get to enough mana to cast Shalab, so I just did a bunch of nothing and then died.
Fair.
Hey,
So I'm happy that it's doing what I want it to do.
same here. I'm just like pass a Neva, have her as a loop.
Doing things.
Yep.
Going to do. So that'd be.
I was just I forgot about the other clause. Like I killed one of your spirits, right? So I should technically have one because I get a copy of that because a spider did damage to
token.
it.
I don't think you do.
Well, whenever another creature deals damage,
That's the thing, like, it
dies,
is-
create a token that's a copy of that creature.
Yeah, so you have a
I mean, it doesn't specify anything else. So yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna make a token.
make a Pikachu.
Yeah. Sorry, I can't look that up on Moxfield.
Damn it.
Not exactly legal.
Wait,
I'm a
infinite tokens?
I mean, I could, but they don't show up. The chroma key messes with it,
I
so
would
they don't really
imagine,
show
yeah.
up.
oh yeah.
I've done it. You can do it. It works, but it's just like you don't see the white background. It's just like an outline with whatever you wrote. Kind of weird.
That is kind of
If
weird.
you're not using chroma key, it doesn't mess with it. But it is.
Yeah, I did
So
a tap
white.
4.
White spirit with flying, right?
Should be. Yep.
Yeah, it's out of all of these. Which one is it?
Oh, I hate when they do that.
Yeah. Well, this is the one it's gonna be.
Yeah, there you go.
That's it. It's a thing.
Then they can sacrifice to add red mana.
And, I think that only applies if you have Kaikar. Yeah, Kaikar
Oh, yeah, it's only
provides that
Kaikar.
ability.
Okay, I thought it was
For
red
me
mana.
though, it's a food, so
Yeah,
I can
it's
use it as a food.
free
Or blocker or
nom-noms.
whatever.
I tapped 4 to put in a Mending of Dominaria.
Yep.
And the first chapter is to mill 2 cards, and then I may return a creature or. So there's the mill.
All
And you
right.
may return a creature card
And to the
from graveyard to the hand. So I'm gonna return the Undo Spirit Dancer. No, I'm gonna leave them both in there because it's a May, so I don't have to. Do
Yeah.
it. Let me build my graveyard up a little bit, and then only other thing I was gonna do go into combat wombat. Down for 2 there. See if I can't poke this through. Chris, I'm gonna send Anixia to you for 4.
Yep.
And Island, I'm gonna send the 2/2 Masked Zombie to you. That also has menace.
2/2 with menace, eh?
Mhm.
I mean, I have 2 huge blockers. It doesn't have. What kind of trickery are you trying to pull here?
No true.
It's I guess it's not really showing up, but this is an 8/8 and this is a 2/6.
I'm just spreading the wealth, making sure I swing at everyone.
Just be.
You just want to get a new token, don't you?
Maybe.
Yeah, I mean, I'll block it with Orin and the Spirit.
I'm gonna double Pikachu block.
Double Pikachu block.
Yep.
On the Anixia. Okay.
Where would you like the damage to go? I assume that's the Spirit.
We can do it at the Spirit.
Okay.
Because Anixia attacked target or enchantment graveyard.
The field.
Yeah, so that's good. Nothing's in there just yet. So I'm gonna send that to the command zone. Little 1 counter there. And I'm gonna hang tight and pass turn.
All right. I'm gonna pay 1 and exile the top card. Top card was a Shivan Reef right up in her face.
No, I didn't have any small enough.
So she's making tokens of the baby's face. She got really close up in it. All right. Untap. Draw for turn. I'm going to 1, 2, 3, 4. Play Paradoxical Outcome, making a Spirit, and I'm gonna bounce 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 things to my hand. And then draw 6. I can go very wide. Lantern was Command Tower. I'm gonna do a Mox Amber. Pikachu. Let's do for a single colorless. I'll do Talisman of Creativity. Make a Pikachu. I will Tormod's Crypt. Make a Pikachu. Candy Trail. Scry 2. I will do 1. Locometal Torque. Pika Pika. 1 and 2 for 2 more. 2 of the mirrors. That card. Can't do anything there. So then what this has been hit with is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's a 9/9, but you have Death Touch. I'm gonna swing Elsha over at Nate.
I'm gonna chump block with my Jukai Naturalist.
Yep, I'm gonna pay 1 life with the Forge to exile Grand Abolisher.
It's like such a good card, though.
What's in my hand might be better. That's why.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I hear you.
Given the statter. Save this. And then I will just pass the turn.
All right. Untap, draw, upkeep. There is limited options that I can do. So stepping 2, I'll play Journey to Nowhere and target the target.
I would
Alright,
argue
so-
Elsha is probably the worst thing on the board right now, but that's my opinion. I just hate Elsha. Elsha's scary.
This deck used to be Elsha's, but I decided to bring it down a peg by making it Kaikar.
Yeah. I've played both at certain points. Kaikar never felt very good to me.
Yeah.
Elsha is broken if you build it
Oh,
right.
100%. That's it. This was my baby was making my Elsha deck, and I was like,
Yeah.
this seems a bit too aggressive every single time, going off on turn 2, 3. I whittled her down to Kaikar and try to keep it more in check, but now I'm just going right back to where it was before.
Just different.
Yep.
Would the copies are already tokens, creature tokens. So even if she leaves the field.
Yeah, it wouldn't do
I
anything.
don't have any tokens currently anyway.
Oh, okay.
So your best target, to be real with you, is Elsha. It honestly is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'd also have to pay 2 more mana to target Shalal because of Ward 2.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, I'll take Journey Nowhere Her.
Yep.
And I'm going with Pestilence.
That's scary.
Okay.
Well, how much black do you actually have?
He has 2 total black right now.
2? Well, what's Felwar? Felwar can tap for black as well, so 3.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that kills. Doesn't touch a good chunk of my board, but
Yes.
yeah. Guess we'll find out.
I have to counter that.
Gonna say.
Yeah, one and sacrifice one of these for. It's not a good one, but it's remand. So I
Goes
have
back to my
a
hand?
turn, yeah, and then I draw a card.
All right.
Just because, like I said, that's like literally my entire board.
Oh yeah, yours is just like 1/1, except for Kaikar.
Oh yeah, Pestilence hoses token based decks for sure because you can keep it around forever.
So in that, pass turn.
Okay. Untap. Draw. We'll play this Undergrowth Stadium as land for turn. I would like to. We're gonna start, I think, getting rid of some of these foods. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Tap for 6. I'll crack all 3 of these foods. I will put 3/1/1 counters here. Counters there. I will gain 9 life. What else do we want to do? 1, 2, 3. I'd like to play this Savvy Hunter. So whenever it attacks or blocks, I make a food. I can stack 2 foods to draw a card. Maybe I should have played that first and drawn some cards. But hey, making this bigger. Maybe making this bigger seemed all right. Okay. So still have the menace thing that can get through there. Yeah. All right. So we're gonna go to combat. Responses before I go to combat.
Nope.
Oh, okay. I would like to send Rapacious Guest and Orin Frostwing are gonna go at Matt. I'm gonna send Shalab at Chris, and I'm gonna send the 2/1/2s at Nate.
How much damage my way?
Matt, it's a 5/5 with menace and a 2/6 death touch. Well, all creatures that are attacking have death touch.
Okay, so it's 11.
It's 7.
7.
If
Oh,
you don't block. Yeah.
7. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna take it.
Okay, 7. That's going to be a food and food and 2 draws
and
so
then
far.
From me, I'm gonna with the Mox Amber pay for a white, tap for 2 for the ward for Source of Plowshares on Shalab.
That will put her in the command zone. I'll gain 8.
Yeah, I didn't really want to give you 8 life, but I also don't want.
Yeah, I hear you. Nate. Okay, so I will create 3 foods. I hit all 3 of you. I will draw 1, 2, 3, 4 cards. Seems pretty okay.
Pretty.
Pretty decent, as they say. Let's see. We've got other stuff now. Ooh, I like this one. But I have 4 mana. Perfect. 4 mana. I'd like to cast this Ancient Lumber Knot.
Oh,
It's a 1/4, but my creatures deal damage equal to their toughness.
one of my.
I didn't even know this existed. I used to play Doran back in the day, and then I played Arcades, and those lead you into defender strategies that kind of suck when you don't have your commander. In this case, all the spiders have big butts, and this is just fucking awesome. 3 smacks. That is going to be my turn. I'm passing with 6 in hand.
Tapping on the upkeep, amass 1, so I'll ping myself for 1. And you're right, I really wanted to get rid of that token so I could just make a token. There's the 1/1 zombie army, and then on the upkeep here, Mending Dominaria, Chapter 2, mill 2 cards, then use the graveyard. Then let me throw down another forest for land for turn, and
I'm pretty much F6. I'm gonna use the restroom real quick. Be right back.
pay 2 to Rampant Growth. Search the library for a swamp that comes into the battlefield. Tap, swamp, tap, graveyard. The only other thing I'll do, keep shuffling. I'll pay 4, throw in a Heliod, God of the Sun. And right now my devotion is not 5 white or green pips, so not a creature. And yeah, other creatures I control have vigilance, and I can start putting out other little tokens.
You lack faith.
After that, I will hang tight and pass turn.
Alright, I'm gonna untap all this stuff. Draw a card for turn. Look at the top card. I'm going to exile it by paying 1 life. Go to 27. It's a land. Okay. I'm gonna do 4/0 Aether Spellbomb. I have 7 that can attack. 1 that cannot. Do land for turn will be Volatile Fjord. Top card was what? I'm going to just move to combat directly. I'm going to swing in the air at Islane for 10.
Ooh, that's a good move.
Nice.
I'm still above my starting life total.
Yep, and that's the fun part. You're still just there. I'm going to
I did not anticipate gaining this much life, to be fair. Just kind of happened.
Float a white and red blue. So one of each. Sacrifice. I'm gonna play Blood of Tears. Return all non-land permanents to their owner's hands. If I return 4 or more, I put a permanent on the battlefield.
That's absolutely horrendous right now.
Sack the token, not cast Cryptic Conviction on. So she'll go back to the field. Loop back. This will return to my hand. Wait, any response?
No, I think the only person you have to worry about is Chris. The rest of us are
I'm
non-blue players.
Yeah, I'm just gonna replay everything pretty much and just try to make more little ones.
Okay, and then no other interaction, so everything else goes back to my hand. Wait, it's everybody or yours?
It's everyone.
All right, I will have a trigger when it resolves that
Yep.
this is leaving the battlefield, and I'll ding you in the face for 5.
I will take 5. Elsha's gotta come back. This is all in my hand. For the 0-1, I'm gonna play the Foundry Inspector with the 3 and 1 for Kaikar. This goes down to 5 to cast the 2 mirrors.
Well, I'm happy at least you didn't board wipe to just not have a board, and then we're all stuck starting over. At least like you kept an advantage.
Yeah, that was
That's
it.
a good way to do it.
That's the mark of a player that knows how to play the game, as opposed to a player that's just like, I'm gonna board wipe just because.
Yeah, there's too many times with you're in a game, you're like, okay, well, why are we still playing now? Like, what was the purpose of this? Talisman of Creativity, Pikachu, Mox Amber, Pikachu, Candy Trail, Pikachu, Liquid Metal Torque, put on a 3 reds remaining, 4 for Pikachu, Spell Bomb, 5 Pikachu, 1 Crypt, 6 Pikachu, 3 and that for Mystic Forge for totaling 7 Pikachu. Tap this for blue to cast Opt off the top, dry that to the bottom, and then draw a Pikachu. Pay 1 life to exile the top card. The land.
You've also got a fuck ton of Elsha triggers, and she does not have Summoning Sickness.
Yeah, it's 1, 2,
Well,
3,
6,
4,
7,
5, 6,
all
7,
your
8.
Pikachus. So that's 8. Yeah.
8. Yep, 8. So the 11's gotta go over at Nate. No, because you're still way higher. Island's gonna beat you, just to bring it down to the same level as us.
How much?
11. That's gonna be all.
Oh, is that all?
Yes.
Also, this is
This
what I'm
guy.
bringing to Vegas.
This guy has the whole fucking thing.
There's
That's
little
cool.
they're all pins of like commanders people play. Be something different, you know? Alright.
Alright. Yeah, pass your turn.
Yeah, you're good to go.
Tap 2, play Felbar Stone. Tap 3, play Starnheim Cursor. So artifacts and enchantments I play cost 1 less. And then I will play Pestilence. Anything in response?
I'm happy for you to kill off his board with Pestilence.
Yeah.
Before, if hopefully, if you don't die.
Yeah. And
I
then,
assume you're passing?
yeah, I'm gonna just discard.
Okay.
This.
The Witch's Cauldron. No. I know you don't have anything good to use it with. I get you.
Yeah, at this point, it's like, and since this is redundant now, that was a Crypt Rat, and so my hand's back down. Go ahead.
Untap and draw. I will play a swamp as land for turn. 2 for Arcane Signet.
Mm-hmm.
1 for Pestilence is out. No, you're probably gonna do Pestilence for a few. Maybe I don't cast a bunch of little creatures. I have to cast the bigger boys. That sucks though. Well, I could cast that one for Toski. It's -1 though, isn't it? It's not damage. All right, so that doesn't make sense then. Indestructible doesn't.
No,
care.
it does 1 damage. It'll be fine. It's not a -1.
It's not. I can't remember.
It's damage.
Deals 1 damage to each. So your Toski would survive.
Okay, it is still damage. I was
Yeah.
thinking it was -1s for some reason. Okay, so yeah, I will.
You know how much more insane Pestilence would be? Like indestructible? Forget it.
No, but it's good because it deals 1 damage to players as well. Same as Crypt Rats, right?
Yep.
So
yeah,
that's better than -1s for sure. Well, this sucks. Yeah, I'm gonna tap this for a green. Play that Rachnier and ding one of your spirits off. Unless you have, the mirrors are 2/2s, aren't they?
No, they're 1/1s. You could ping one of
Are
those.
they?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know which one you need more, but I'll let you choose.
The blue I would need more because that's the deck's mainly blue.
Okay, so we'll ping that one then.
Yeah. There's only.
Oh no! It has to have flying. I'm sorry. that's the restriction. So yeah, I will just pick
Oh.
one of your
Yeah, one of
your
those.
spirits. Yeah.
Yeah, my whole deck, the
Uh,
only red sources I think are Impact Tremors, Elsha, Kaikar, and like one other thing.
Yeah, well, I have spent my mana to do what I can do, so I will have to discard. We're gonna pitch a I want all of these, but we'll pitch the Auron Frostfang just because Toski's out. This is not great either. Drider. One more. I guess we'll do the Deadly Ring.
Me, right? Yeah.
Yeah, that's all you.
Throw in a Tainted Field. Now I do these two. So you want to see 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll do 7 to bring in Onyxia. Keep that there. When Onyxia enters battlefield, I get to return a non-aura enchantment in a graveyard to the battlefield. And I'll just put something down there about it being a 3/3 zombie token. So I'll put that on the. I'll bring back the Jukai Naturalist. Then with Jukai Naturalist, cost reduction. Oh, your boy can't do math, but that's still okay. Do 1 instead. Pay 1. I'll bring back in the Dreadhorde Invasion. Zombies control have Menace, so that'll kind of work out to Jukai's benefit. And then, oh, I mean, it has Menace anyway. Never mind.
Super Menace.
I got double Menace, yeah. And then I'm gonna hang tight and pass turn.
I'm going to pay 2 to cycle rebuild. Burn a card.
Be right back. Use the be right back.
Off the top, I'm gonna do workshop assistant for 2. Like the mindset is like everything's gonna get exploded. Right, draw. Pay a white, cast Enlightened Tutor. Can't really do anything. That would be a value anyway, you know. I'll do the reservoir on top, and I'll pay 1 and 2 to crack Candy Trail, gain 3 life, and draw a card, gaining the reservoir. Move to combat. I swing over at Matt for 3, 6, 7, 8, 12, 19, 20. It's not going to be enough. Can do 1 more, but off the buff, but it's still not going to do anything. So I swing at you for 20.
Yeah, the problem now is that Pestilence, you can get rid of the 1/1s and ding yourself for 1, but
Yeah.
you can't really clear the board now. It sucks that it dings yourself.
Yeah, it's like her damage. So I have like 4 life left then. Okay.
Exile 1. Exile top card being a land. Pay 1 and pop the spell bomb to draw a card. Pass turn.
All right. Let's see. Not what I need.
Oh no.
Even if you put
Alright.
X3, that will basically like completely wipe everything on my end.
All right. So, Islaine, you are.
I'm your friend. Yes, I'm not going to hurt you. I need Chris to die.
Yeah, he
Okay.
swung almost 20 plus damages.
Yeah, he's got way too much shit on the board. Gimped all of us. Like, he is the arch enemy right now.
It's just
Okay.
Pikachu.
It's just a Pikachu
Yeah.
with his ketchup counters.
So,
I mean, you can at least 1 ding everybody with the pestilence to get rid of the spirits. He's just going to make a bunch more of them, but that at least
is
gets rid of.
there,
It also dings his mirrors, dings some other stuff. So
is there,
actually, 2 might be the number that writes most
Yeah,
of the
2
board.
gets rid of most of my stuff other than my Kaikar and Elsha.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Because you have the Journey to Nowhere in your hand still.
Unfortunately, we can't really protect you to like stop him from just killing you next turn. So I don't know how motivated you are to help us in the grand scheme of things, since you're probably just dead on board anyway.
I'd rather die for a cause. So we're gonna go.
There you go. There you go. That's my boy.
Also, while gonna do 2 activations of Pestilence.
Yep. I'm just gonna sacrifice all 7. No reason at all, but just cause.
Best cause.
This is gonna die, so it's gonna return an artifact to my hand. No idea what I'm gonna get.
2 also kills my spider.
I'm gonna get Candy Trail back to my hand. These are all dead. Oh, and then I take that too.
Then I'm gonna go for
Oh yeah, so we take 2.
getting back Bearded Companion, and then Journey to Nowhere.
Yep.
It's probably still Elsha, but the unfortunate
Yeah,
part is
Elsha.
you're just gonna die, and he's gonna take it back. But it does do something temporarily.
And I'm done.
You don't have any cleanup or anything?
No.
Okay. Okay. So, do I have a thing that I could get with that? That is something I need to figure out really quick. Let me look at my list. Yeah, I could get that. No, but that does. Yeah, at this point, I don't really need that. Need something else. Yeah, that's probably okay. Elsha's gone. Yeah, Elsha's gone with the thing. Okay. How many times do you cast Kaikar? Just once?
Just once. It's
And
from
the other
the-
time was from your hand, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So only has 2 commander attacks if it goes away. I think of what's the best play here. That's a lot. 5, 6, 7, 8. We do the thing. That is enough. All right. We're going to pay 2 for this demonic tutor. I don't play a lot of tutors, but I play a couple. Any responses?
No.
Okay. I would like to get a card. That's the one. That to my hand. Shuffle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I'd like to play a Kogla.
Ooh, okay.
What does that do?
It's the Titan Ape. It's King Kong. It's a 7/6. When it ETBs, you fight up to 1 target creature you don't control, and then whenever it attacks, you can destroy artifacts and enchantments. You can also pay 1 and agree to return a human you control, which is like it's stealing the girl. And then it gains indestructible, which I think it did have a. Because that was the set where they did the fucking dumb Godzilla bullshit. I think
Yep.
maybe there was an alter of this that
No,
was like
there wasn't.
there wasn't really, because this is supposed to be
That's
fucking
what's
King
effed
Kong.
up,
It's
yeah.
obvious. It's obvious
They
as fuck.
1000% did not do that. And I
Yep.
could, if I'm
I
wrong,
mean, he's
please-
hanging off of a crystal, but that's basically a
no.
fucking huge tower in New York, and he stole the girl, and like,
Yep.
yeah, like
It's
that's
every
so
bit of it.
iconic.
I might have to do a proxy of that one.
But
then.
yeah, you should
Oh,
then,
yeah,
because pop culture reference as fuck, and they didn't actually make it's because they just did Godzilla. They probably didn't get the rights from Warner Brothers.
That's
or
what I'm
whoever for
assuming, you
King
know.
Kong.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes sense because they're not owned by the same thing, even though there's been King Kong versus Godzilla a
million
few
over.
times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The
So ETB,
recent
I'm gonna
one.
fight Kaikar.
Fight.
Yeah,
She's
Kaikar
down.
dead as hell. Move to combat. I will swing 1 at Chris. I will draw a card. That puts me at 8, unfortunately. I will discard this Elves of Deep Shadow.
Yeah, that's an unfortunate thing. King Kong is owned by Legendary. Whereas
Okay, I knew it was some American, whatever. It's an American franchise, whereas Godzilla's Japanese.
Yeah.
Yeah, like they own that and Mothra and a lot of those other things that came out in like the 40s or whatever.
Yeah, but it's still going strong. There's Godzilla -1 that's gonna appear relatively soon.
Oh yeah, it's still definitely a thing. King Kong has gotten remade as early as there was a King Kong versus Godzilla a couple years
I
ago.
was like, yeah,
There was
years
the Skull Rock or Skull Mountain or whatever. There was the one in the early 2000s that was directed by Peter Jackson. Then there was the one in like a few years before that was awful. Then there was like something in the 80s, I think, and then all the way back to the
Which
black
was
and white
such
ones.
a good one. Yeah, the black and white ones especially were just chef's kiss.
They're good. They're just so hokey.
Oh yeah. Pay 4.
But yeah, that set was basically the beginning of Magic as it is today. That was like the beginning of modern Magic, where they had like shit that was pop culture outside of the game, and then soon after, Secret Layers and all the controversy.
The whole 9 yards. Yep.
Ugh.
And now we have alternate arts in every single set.
Aggressively too.
I think they were really trying to like curb like alternatives. To be fair,
Yeah.
I think that was their goal was to be like, oh, you like alternate arts? We'll give you alternate arts. We can print 1 billion things a year.
Oh yeah, because the secondary on that, what people like, I have a deck that's literally just alternate random arts, and like my Iktikik and Tago pauper deck, it's literally 100% just alternate arts, just because it's unique, and I'm one of many who have alternate arts on their cards.
Alternate arts like this Toski, or
Yeah.
whatever. Like I like some of them. I just don't know that it needed to be a thing in every single set from here on out, to where there's like 4 printings of the single card every set.
Yeah, that's what needs to
Yeah.
really slow down on that one.
Well, and then just fucking 30 sets a year or 30 products
Yeah,
a year
that's-
instead of like 10.
Yeah, I miss the days. Where a new
I
set
miss
coming out, you were excited.
where it was like the whole year was like 3 blocks.
3 blocks and you're
And
done,
then
yep.
like two a master set and like one other commander's product, and that was it.
Yeah,
like
recon.
yeah.
Up recon.
Now
Yeah, but
commander
at least-
precons are on every single set, and there's alternate arts, and then there's secret layers, and then there's supplemental products, and then there's unsets, and then there's fucking gift sets, and this set and that set starter deck, and then this pre-packaged other thing. And
Yep.
sorry, Nate, go ahead.
Mind-blowing.
Oh, it's all good. No, I'm freaking right there with you because it's been. Who can keep up? Honestly, who can keep up?
I mean, this is
Who-
why Moxfield with OBS or printing out proxies or
Mhm.
going to NPC or any of that shit has become a thing, because it's like, who has the money to spend this much shit on this
Exactly.
much on
I
cardboard?
know.
And
I
also,
know.
you're also enjoying like freaking when the Baldur's Gate came in, right? And one that was a miss. That should never have been like the commander or whatever thing it was supposed to be. It should have just been its own thing. Baldur's Gate.
Correct. Yep.
Two awesome things. One is like if they had timed that with Baldur's Gate
Baldur's
3
Gate
coming
3,
out,
holy shit, dude.
Ooh.
you know, the buy-in and the love for that set would have like been a whole different, because it's like I still keep to that it being it's a still slept on set, because I'm
I
still finding
agree.
stuff I love about that.
I bought a box set of it when
Yeah,
it was
oh,
coming
yeah.
out, and people were like, "Why are you buying that?" And I was like, "Because these are
I'm
cool
like,
cards."
It's
And they were
cool
like, "No,
cards,
there's no power there. This
partners.
isn't good." Blah blah blah. And then it was so funny because when Baldur's Gate came out, I'm like, "Carlock, I have a Carlock. Oh, this person, that person, like, I have all of these cards. Like, holy shit! It would have been
Shadowheart would
super
have gotten
good."
more love. Karlach would have gotten more love. Freaking teleportation circles. Like people were like, "What's that card?" I'm like, "It's teleportation circle." I was like, "Where'd that come from?" I was like, "Oh, the Baldur's Gate set." And they're like,
Yeah.
"What?"
It had a lot of solid, like even
It had a lot of solid stuff.
Yeah.
It has a lot of stuff for Popper as well.
Yeah.
Correct.
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
especially Pauper too. Yeah.
Backgrounds for
But,
sure.
The backgrounds are
Yeah,
just been
backgrounds
so much fun.
are great.
Yeah, so I ended up doing a couple things. I upticked for the not upticked, but you know,
Secondary
Pink-
level.
yeah. pinged myself, brought the zombie in, put in the mending dominaria, milled 2, and I brought back.
Didn't you already do that twice? This should be your third one.
No,
No,
remember
'cause
got returned.
It got returned. So
Oh yeah,
put it
no,
back
you're
out.
right. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right. Yep.
But and that's okay, because I have so much land in there that I'm gonna return
Fuck it.
in another turn, 2 turns if we get that far. But yeah, so I brought up Ondu, Spirit Dancer, and I was gonna, and then I'll send a Nixia to Chris.
Yep.
And then I'm gonna hang tight.
All right, I'll take 3.
That'll be all I do. Oh, sorry, Chris. It's a 4.
Oh, 4. Sorry.
Sorry. Yeah. No problems. And yeah, I'm gonna hang tight after that. I'm not gonna do the graveyard thingy because I don't have any non-or
Stuff
enchantments in there.
All right.
Yep.
Draw. Look at the top card. Nothing there. Land return will be a Battlefield Forge. I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4 for an Aether Flux Reservoir. I'm gonna, for a single pip, do Candy Trail, Gry 2. Put them both at the bottom. I will pay 1 life, put this at the bottom. It's an Urza Saga. I mean, it's exiled. Land return being Snow Covered Island. Recast them to die. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Tap for 6, losing 1 life from the Spire to recast my commander. And potentially a really bad order. I will gain 3. La 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 la.
And I survived. Gotta play it out. Witch's Cottage. Do not control 3 other swamps, so they'll enter tap. Gonna cast Spirited Companion. Comes into play. Draw a card. You know what? At least do some commander damage. I'm going to go into combat. Gonna swing at you, Chris, for
I'll just take the 2.
main phase 2. Top 2 planes. Neva, Loop, Kaya.
You're gonna lose 2 life though if you exploit.
Oh,
You can undo
Yep,
that.
that's not something you want to do. Probably just want the blocker.
yeah. Just a flying blocker. And then I will end.
Green bird.
Top.
It's a bird. 3 for a twin silk spider. So 1/2 with reach. ETB. It makes a 1/2 with reach. Cute little spiders there. Yeah.
Yep.
For 5. Out of black, play the ancient lumber knot. So that's 1, 2, 3, and a black. So I should have 2 green floating. Add a black, lose a life. I will play the rapacious guest. Nothing can attack except for Toski and Kogla. Toski obviously has to attack. Kogla can attack, and yeah, Kogla's gonna go at Chris.
Yeah.
On attack trigger, I will blow up that Aether
I
Flux.
presumptively thought so.
Yeah, sorry, it has to happen.
No, as I played, I like as I'm going to your, I go, oh yeah, there's King Kong.
yeah. I'm gonna send Toski at Nate,
I'm taking
but I
7.
assume you block.
How are you doing on needing card draw? Do you need card draw?
I mean, I love card draw. Like, if you want to
I'll
let me
take
have a
one.
card draw, you know.
I'll take one.
I'm gonna get 2 because Kogla went through, so you can block if you
Okay.
like.
No, I'm cool. I'll take the
Cool.
1.
I'll take 2, and I will also make 2 foods.
I don't want to lose my commander.
Oh, that's a good card. Can't play it or do anything with it yet, but that's scary later. Yeah, that's all I got. I will pass the turn. I'm still F6 outside of 1 specific instance, but I can hear you. I'm gonna step away for 1 second.
No worries.
Pay myself 1 for the zombie thingy, so let's go to 2, and then Chapter 2 on the Mending, Sanctum Weaver, and Vendor and Enchantress.
Ooh, not bad.
Throw in, so I gotta pay 2, put in Herald of Pantheon. Then I have 2 enchantment cost reductions. Go into combat.
Oh, you made a copy of.
Oh, I don't get to make the Herald wasn't a.
I always forget that the Herald's not.
Yeah. I had a double look at that one too. I'll go into combat. I'm gonna swing a Nixia Islan.
I only have one
And-
blocker too. Just
Oh, Chris, you only have the one?
yeah, it's literally just Kaikar.
Okay. I'll
I have lots of blockers.
Yeah, his name's got like a swarm.
I'll send Ondu to Chris.
Yep.
Matt, I'm gonna send the token to you, my friend.
How big is the token?
It's a 2.
Well, I'm taking several, whatever,
Islan would be taking 4.
and I'm taking the 3.
Chris
Oh wait,
would
you
take
got a
3
4/4
from Ondu.
coming at me?
It's a 4/4 coming at you, Islan.
Okay.
With Manache.
I mean, I can double block and kill it very easily.
Which is cool with me. I'm cool with that.
I don't know that I do. What?
With a full grip of
UTB
lands.
or
open.
attacks. Do you have a bunch of non-land auras in your graveyard?
Yeah.
Or non-auras in your graveyard?
Just the
Well, on attack, you would
Two
get a
now.
trigger.
Yeah, so you get that.
on the
attack,
attack.
but-
I'm gonna give the trigger.
There's an
Yeah,
attack
so-
and an ETB.
But the attack and the ETB, okay, I have to do the before
You're
You're
everyone
on the
takes combat, I
attack.
have to
Yeah,
do-
it's
I have to
attack
do that.
trigger. So
Oh, okay.
yeah, it's as you declare, you resolve that.
Okay.
That's
Thank you
why
for
I
helping
was
me
looking because
understand
I was
that.
like, otherwise, if I block it and kill it, well, then you can just play it again. And you get another one. So I was like, oh, do you have a lot of good shit in your graveyard?
Yeah, not a whole lot. I was gonna
Right.
bring in
Sanctum
the
Weaver.
Sanctum Weaver.
So you have
Oh yeah, it's
two
gonna
of
be
those.
and it'll be
Yep.
2 of these. Yep.
Honestly, I have enough life. I'll just take.
What? I'll double block.
It's a 2/2 zombie token.
So I would assume Nate would declare the damage on the companion, since the attacker gets to choose. If he's double blocking, you get to pick which
Yeah.
the damage goes to. So I
Yeah.
might as well kill the thing.
Yeah, so I was gonna kill the yeah, that's a good call. The companion. Mhm.
But wait, before damage, I'm gonna sack it for final payment.
Mhm.
Targeting Kaikar.
Nice. Alright, she is over here.
And then I get her trigger, so I can put a counter, and then
So everyone took the damages and
Yep.
the things. Okay. And then in my second main, gonna tap 2. Sorry, tap 2 white and green to cheat in a Heliod God of the Sun, because that's an enchantment creature. I also get a enchantment creature copy,
No,
Wait.
it's only once a turn.
but it's only once.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. We'll do it only once each turn. Okay. And even then, if it was the first time, one of them would have to die anyway, because you can't have legendary
Yeah. So yeah,
of the things
exactly.
anyway. Yeah, that's right. Okay. I need to get that mirror box thingy or whatever it is slotted into this as an upgrade. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna hang tight and pass turn.
Okay. I'm gonna untap. What is that? Alright, so I'm gonna draw that. The top card. Land per turn. The Montaigne. Exile the top. Do I want to do the exile? That's never mind. Okay. Tap for 3 for a Skyclave apparition on the Rapacious Guest.
Exile.
Yep. Not much I can really do. I'll pay 2, crack the trail, gain 3 life, draw. 12. Draw, top card, and I will tap 5. It's not gonna change much. I'm gonna do Baral's Expertise.
Gotta love brawls. That's a fun one. Fun character in general too.
Whom of which do I target though? It might be 2 tokens. Yeah, so it's gonna be Toski's one of them. No, I don't know. So it's gonna be Kogla, and then it's gonna be the Sanctum Weaver token and the token to the right of that.
All right, wait. What did you cast?
Varal's Expertise.
Yeah.
Return up to
Varal's
3
Expertise.
artifacts and or creatures to their owner's hands, and I may cast a spell with converted mana cost 4 or less from my hand.
You
Without
sure you
paying.
want to put Kogla back in my hands for it to fight something else?
It would fight my Skyclave, and you would get a 3/3 elemental, which doesn't still do much. I'm kind of okay with that.
Okay. So Kogla is getting bounced.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, hold on.
You can do the
Hold
thing
on.
if you want to. Do
Hold the phone.
I've held my phone.
I would like to cast a Veil of Summer.
All right, so they
Ooh.
can't target that, so it's just gonna be the 2 tokens then.
I mean, the target already happened, so hexproof.
Yeah,
from
exactly.
me. Yeah, and then I will draw.
The free spell that I'm gonna play is gonna be a T-Pro, and then I'm just gonna pass after that.
Alright. Untap, draw, upkeep. Tap 2. Play Necromancer's Mage Mark. Now all enchanted creatures of control get 1/1. All right, Chris. You have how many creatures?
I have the Skyclave Apparition. When it's a 2/2, it dies. Islane will get a.
Oh right, the thing just stays exiled. I
Yeah.
forgot about that. Yeah. This is just exiled.
So first, I am going to combat.
Yep.
Swinging both creatures, so 4
To be 7.
menace and flying.
So I can't block it. So I'll take 7 then. So go to 5. Oh no, I T-Pro'd. You can't attack me.
Which one?
I cast Teferi's Protection. You can't swing at me. Well, you can, but it's not going to do anything.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's faced out.
That definitely. I can't even. You're phased
You
out.
can't do anything to
Yeah,
him at all.
I'm
Yeah.
invincible.
He's
Yeah.
invisible.
Invisible. Then I want to get that back. All right.
All right. My turn and draw. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Quite a bit. Quite a bit of mana. I have to pay fucking 8 to get my commander back out. I like that though. All right, so we're gonna tap for 6 green. Just add counters here. 6 green floating. I'm out of black. Use all 6. So that's 6, 7. 1 more makes 8. Cast Shalab. Pay 2. Cast Finn the Fangbearer. So my spiders that
Ooh,
have
nice.
Death Touch now also provide poison counters.
Ooh.
If they do combat damage to a player, they get two counters. I don't know if this really helps, but
You never
it's
know.
it's something. 1, 2, 3, 4 mana left. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna go for it here. 1, 2, 3. I'd like to cast. Yeah, you still have a blocker. That's fine. I'd like to cast a Beast Within on the apparition.
No, because you can't target it.
Oh right, you're
You're
fucking
free
still
still.
out. God damn it.
Well, like I'm assuming
Yeah,
what's
no,
to come now.
yeah. Wait, sorry, that was away. Okay, yeah, all right. Forgot I still can't do anything to you. Damn it. Off the board. Just pretend. Yeah, for real. For real. All right. So instead, we're going to 1, 2, and 3 play out this obelisk spider. It's a 1/4 with reach. Whenever it deals combat damage to a creature, it's basically wither, neg 1, neg 1. Whenever I put a neg 1, neg 1 on a creature, each opponent loses a life and I gain a life.
I wanted to build around that for a pauper commander deck.
It's not terrible.
It's very mid. Don't get me wrong. I just think it'd be unique.
Okay, so combat, these guys can't attack. Everything else can't. No, I cast Shalab. These guys cannot attack. Everything else can. And they are dealing damage equal to their toughness if they have greater. So yeah, this is still 7, but like 1, 1, 2, 2, 4. But I can't kill. I feel like keeping Matt around is a smart idea just because of the pestilence could do more work if needed. And I can't attack Chris. Is your Heliod a creature?
Heliod is not a creature
No, it's
yet.
at 4
1,
right
2.
Okay, so you have a what is your?
Oh, yeah, 4.
You have 2 blockers. What are their power toughness?
I can block with a 3/3, a 5/6.
I thought Heliod
Actually,
wasn't a creature.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're right. You're right.
It's that
I
and
got
Sanctum Weaver.
3/3.
Sanctum Weaver.
The
The
Sanctum Weavers,
Herald thing.
These 3 are here.
those 2 were I bounced those 2 with
Oh, you did with
Morale.
the thing, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
So the regular ones that they had the tokens are gone. Because what was the one on the right side?
That was a copy of the. This was the token from Onyxia,
Yep.
brought back from graveyard, and then this token came because of the undo.
All right. So then
So they're technically tokens.
yeah. So just the tokens, then you can leave the Weaver, the regular Weaver.
is a token.
Oh, sorry. I'm thinking that it's a top. Yeah.
It is a token.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. So then,
Alright.
yeah, those 2 will be gone then.
All right, so you only have 2 blockers then? The Jukai thing and the Herald?
2/2. Yep.
They're both how big?
2/2 Pantheon, 3/3 Jukai.
Okay, 2/2 and a 3/3. But my spiders have Death Touch. All right, well I have to send Toski somewhere. I'm gonna send Toski at Matt. It says you have blockers and it's probably not gonna do anything. I'm gonna send these. I'm healthy. Yeah. All right, so Toasty's going at Matt. Everything else is going at Nate. So I have 4 power, 2 power, 2 power, 7 power, and 1 power in the air. The 2 powers here have Death Touch.
What does
Toasty's just a 1/1 with indestructible.
Nothing crazy.
You can totally block it and nothing happens. I just sent it your way because I
It has
gotta
to.
be fair. I have to attack with it. So feel free to block with whatever. Nothing's gonna happen. It's gonna bounce, and we're good.
Blocking with Neva.
Boom.
Yeah. Cool. Nothing happens. Moving on. Nate, what would you like to block?
I will block. Oh, I'm scared.
It is scary. Honestly, I would be sending this to Chris, but he's gone.
Yes.
So
he's gone. Which is
and I have blockers, so I'm not really worried about crackback.
yeah. I think.
However, you should notate that if either of these spiders deal damage to you, you will get 2 poison counters.
Yeah,
because they have death touch.
So
you should probably block them. I don't know. Take 7. Well, it's gonna be like 7, 11. It's gonna be 12. But
12. I'll chump block the.
Or take no damage and get poison counters instead, I suppose. Well, no, it is damage. So yeah, the poison comes after the damage.
It'll still come after damage. Yeah.
Yep.
I'll block your twin silk spider with the Jukai. So they both die.
Yep.
Because like I said, the death touch.
Yep.
And then I'll take the rest of everything else.
So
I will
it's
get 2
7,
poison
8,
counters.
9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 damage, and you will
Okay.
take 2 poison.
2 poison counters to boot. Yep.
Yep. And that is going to be my turn. Oh, sorry. How many? I hit you with 1, 2, 3, 4. I draw 4 cards. So end step, I have to discard a couple. We'll discard a forest, and honestly, I don't need the soul ring, and I'll pass.
At this point, nah.
No, it's just win more at that point. Really.
Here to learn before I go pick myself for work. Have a fun game. Well, thank you very much, Omega.
Ping myself for 1. Bring back the little zombie thing. That 1. And then Mending of Dominaria, Chapter 3 is to return all land cards from graveyard to the battlefield. So all the lands from graveyard to battlefield. And then I shuffle the graveyard into the library. Does this one go into the graveyard after everything?
Yes. Yeah. It would. It would.
It kind of starts the new graveyard.
Its resolution is shuffling the graveyard, and then it goes to the grave.
And then it actually goes to the graveyard afterwards.
Yep.
Thank you. I will. These all come into the battlefield. So Malady's going to come in, tap. I can scry 1. Ooh, yeah, let's keep that there. Commander Tower. And then Canopy Vista comes in untapped because I have 2 or more basic lands. Put in a land. Put in a plains. I'll put in a Mirari's Wake. So I'm going to tap 5. Nice. 3, 4, 5.
Well, it's reduced.
Oh, that is an enchantment. Okay, never mind. Thank you. I thought it was an artifact for a second.
Honestly, probably should be.
Yeah,
it's a Mirari. It's not a fucking enchantment, but yeah, here we are.
It comes in. I gain 1 life.
Yep, and you make another one.
Then I make. Oh yeah. Once. Oh no, that works. That works.
That's pretty fucking gross. So all your shit taps for 3.
Yep.
Everything taps for 3.
And your creatures have +2/+2.
+2/+2.
Woo! That's something. Yes, that should definitely 100% be an artifact. How the fuck is that an enchantment? Like literally, the artwork just says this is an artifact.
Yeah,
that's wild.
Just like they messed up with the King Kong.
Right. Right. Yeah. Yeah. We're identifying a lot of misses here tonight.
Yep. Going into combat.
So in the original art, it's a bunch of people surrounding the totem. So maybe that's the reason why it's like Selesnya.
No. Selesnya is fine, but like it's still very much an artifact.
Oh, absolutely.
Because the Mirari, the original or the card that got printed later, is an artifact.
Yep,
so like, why is that an enchantment? I don't know. Except for that it was printed earlier, and then they made story lore for it and changed the card, and they should probably errata that.
Yep.
But yeah,
I will.
You won't, coward.
Gonna do. Wow. Well, no. Wow. WOTC.
3, 4, 5. Okay, Heliod is a creature now.
Yep.
Because it has I have 5 thingies. So I'm gonna send Heliod to Islan. I'm gonna send Anixia and Ondu to. Oh, everyone has vigilance now too. Sorry. So Heliod to Islan, Ondu and Anixia to.
I'm going still.
Oh my gosh, dang it! You are.
One more turn.
Yep.
One more turn. Oh, I appreciate that. That helps.
I am not here.
I'm gonna. You know what? Yeah, let's do this. I'm gonna send everything over to. I'm gonna send everything to Islan. Do that.
Everything.
Everything. And then
everything.
Trigger,
nothing has summoning sickness.
Nothing has summoning sickness.
Okay.
Nope. And I get to bring in Mending. Comes in.
Okay, so you got a 4/4. Heliod's a 5/6. Indestructible. Doesn't matter.
4/4,
What is your
5/6.
token? A 2/2.
Token's a 2/2. Spirit Dancer's a 3/3. Herald is a 2/2.
Does anything have flying?
Nothing has flying. They all have menace, and they all have +2/2.
So the enchantment things have menace. Where's the menace coming from?
These three have menace because of
Oh, enchantment
Enigmatic
creatures. Yeah, okay.
and the
All right, so you have two. No, you only have two then. The army is not an enchantment.
The,
Right,
the
but the-
Dreadhorn gives it to it.
right here. The Dreadhorn gives
Oh, it
zombie
gives it
tokens.
menace. Okay.
Yeah.
Fair. All right, so 3 menace and then 2 others. All right. So well, I think we just 11. Fine. We're just going to block the white creature next to your token with my 1/4 reach that has death touch. Not that one. Not that one. The one next to it.
Undo.
That one. So
Champ.
it will kill it, and this
Yep.
lives. And I'm gonna block with Shelob the one next to it, the Herald. So it will just die. And then I will take the 11.
You don't want to knock out a Nixia? Dang it!
No, I don't. I want to keep my board and knock out some of your stuff.
You could knock
Because
out a
I still
Nixia.
have to deal with Chris, whom I'm
Oh,
still
he's a
feeling
goner.
is like the one who's gonna pull something out of his ass and win right now. So
True.
I'm gonna start digging.
so.
All right, are you all set, Nate?
And then all set.
Okay.
Oh, hold on.
Yep, shoot.
The 2 creatures I killed were both dealt damage by spiders,
Yes.
which means I would get a copy of each with as foods.
Yes.
I would also have put it still would have killed it, but it would put a 1/1 counter on it, and then that counter happens. So each opponent loses a life and I gain a life. So that would have happened as well. So I will get a copy of
Undo Spirit Dancer.
Copy enchantment and enchantment's cheaper.
what they are doesn't really matter. I just have to
Just
put
bodies,
cups.
yeah.
Undo Spirit something.
Spirit Dancer.
Undo Spirit Dancer, and then
Herald of the Pantheon.
HER. Herald.
Yeah, not the other Herald.
yeah, I know the difference. Thank you.
Herald.
All right, so I've got copies of those that are
And
also.
did we lose
foods.
the one or no? From
You
the...
all lost one, and I gained one. Yes.
Okay,
Yep.
so I'm at 11, 13, and 1. Okay.
Yep.
Oof.
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 Indeed.
All right,
Man.
and now Chris phases back in.
All right, here I am. Hi. Okay.
Oh, wait. I got a question. Does Chris lose life with?
Oh.
Oh, he wouldn't have lost life. for that.
Technically, no, but I
Yeah.
still gain a life either way.
Okay. Top card.
All right.
I have a way to draw a card. No, I don't. Oh, pickles. I'm gonna do 1, 2, and a blue for a fabricate. The reason why it's the pickle is because the top card was a Wrath of God, but I don't think I can do anything at this point. That's the unfortunates, given what's there. That's not it. That's enchantment. Alright, I'll do a Thought Monitor. That'll go into hand. Single colorless to play Conjurer's Bauble off the top with the Mystic Forge. Tap a quarter shield off the top. Do a white and a colorless. White and a colorless for Ether Swarm Canonist off the top. Each player can only cast 1 non-artifact spell a turn. I've technically cast my only 1 non-artifact, so I can't cast anything else. That's not an artifact. I will pay a life, exiling the top card. Top card is a land. The Mystic top card. Lotus Petal off the top. Okay, so this is... Can't cast that. Do I hold this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I got plenty for it. Cast Thought Monitor to draw 2. So I have a flyer now. I'm gonna crack Conjurer's Bauble, put up to 1 tarot card from the graveyard to the bottom, and then I draw a card. I'm gonna put Aether Flux on the bottom, then I'll draw a card. Top card will be Relic of Progenitus. Top card. I'm gonna play a land for turn, Snow Island, and then I'm gonna pass.
That's wild seeing a canonist casual. Usually people hate stack pieces in casual. Like every time I tried to play stacks in casual, people were like, "Man, bro."
I try to keep it as I think 1 or 2 are reasonable, but you're 100% right. Even when I have the 9 tails that
Dude, even playing like any white deck period, doesn't matter what format you're playing, you should be playing Draneth. But people complain so hard about Draneth. It's just like you should play it. Oh,
it's one of those cards that should feel like an auto include just because the value it brings to the table.
Right. I mean, it stops commander centric decks and impulse draws and this and that and the other thing. If you're playing in casual, if you're playing that with a lock like a knowledge pool, that's pretty rough.
Yeah, that's different.
But you're just playing it by itself should be fine. But people complain.
I'm gonna want to be allowed to.
You sound like you're a million miles away all of a sudden.
Oh, I moved the little microphone away from my head.
There you go.
I was
Yep.
saying no, but like definitely, like, if I'm playing against a storm deck or something, like let me play in a Staxy a 2 or piece, piece or 2, or like
I play a
the
lot of
higher
stacks
the
at
balance.
CDH,
Ooh,
so like I know
yeah.
that it's a viable strategy, but like
It is a viable
in
strategy.
casual, like people
But, like,
just
the
hate it
more-
so much.
The more finely tuned a person's casual, and I don't mean this like lightly, right? But like casual, right? The more finely tuned a casual deck gets, and even like high powered casual, like I'll be playing my my Vishgraz poison counters deck. I want people to play stacks because that's poison counters up the ass.
Yeah.
Like it's a viable strategy. It's a good strategy. And it's just that's almost where I get like PO'd with Twitterland sometimes, or TikTok, because it's
Just
everyone's
social media
meta
in
is different.
general.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And it's like, maybe I really think it's so many people had such bad experiences against other players. And it's like, you can have a good
I've
experience
had
with
them.
stacks.
I've had them. I had them when I was first coming up with
Yeah.
getting into CEDH, where it was like somebody could afford, like before I thought about proxying or doing anything else, it was like these people could afford to pay the money to get these badass cards, and I'm like,
Mhm.
I can't afford that. This isn't fair.
Mhm.
It feels bad, and that's where I was just like, yeah, embrace proxy. You can play on the same
There we
level.
go.
Brace the proxy.
All right, Chris, you done?
Yep, you're good to go. And just a side note, it's about quarter of. It's okay if we spill over, but I do have the next stream afterwards, just as a heads up.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
already
I'm gonna try and finish this out on my turn if possible.
giving everyone the
so.
heads up, and I already told the other pod as well. So
All right. So, Isling, I do this for. So I'm going Oblivion Ring on the forgot the apparition on
Oh,
your
Skyclave.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So that leaves, and I get a
3/3.
3/3, I think.
Yep.
I don't even know what token is that. It's
a blue illusion.
a blue illusion.
It's not even a
Alright.
spirit.
Search for the T token.
And it's an XX blue illusion.
Yeah. Well, hopefully it'll come up here. Illusion XX. That should be it. Yeah,
Yep.
That's the
Beautiful.
one. 1, 2,
All
3.
right.
Bam.
Pass that, and then Chris, how many blockers do you have?
I have 2 blockers, one being the Canonist, one being the Thought Monitor.
It's like a
Thought
3/3 and a
Monitor?
1/1.
Both 2/2s.
All 2/2s. Okay, I was totally off.
Are both creatures at you?
Alright, I will do much. I'm gonna pay 2 to Impulse. Look at the top 4, put 1 in my hand. For all of this would have been beautiful before. It was a Sai, Sahelian, Joyra. It's not gonna do much now. I'll just put Saheli in my hand, just make a little yada yadas. Bottom of the library. I'm going to block your flyer with my flyer, and I'll take 3 or 2. 4?
'Cause counter, and she has a.
Oh, the ball. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 7.
How big is the monitor?
It was
2/2.
2, so yours is a 2, 3, 2. Yours is
Okay.
5.
Okay. Can't cast anything else. So go ahead.
Untap, draw, play a forest. All right, so I'm gonna pay a black and a green and play Pippin. He has a partner, which means I could get a free shuffle. Doesn't matter. I don't have the partner because it's not in these colors.
Yep.
It does have. Oh no, it doesn't have haste. God
No,
damn it.
Yeah,
That was gonna be the thing that just ended it right now.
I know. That's why
I'm sad.
That's what I
I'm
was
sad
like-
because I have the 2 token creatures and I have 2 foods. I was gonna give everything +3/+3 and just end it. Okay. Well, maybe we can't end it, but maybe we can. Let's see. You have 1 blocker.
Yep.
You have 3 blockers, but I do have a fuck ton of creatures.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So what else can we do here? Let's pay 2 and abrupt decay. Oh no, I can't. Fuck.
Yep.
Because of Aethersworn Canonist. God damn it. I should have just not played that and killed the Aethersworn first. All right. Well, I can't cast anything else, so have a fuck ton of. All right, you only have 1 blocker, so
Yep.
if I send, I need to get 7 damage through to you. This is the only guy that can attack, so we'll put him off to the side. Nate's got 3 blockers. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 creatures. I have to send 2 at Chris to kill him, and the rest at Nate. Flyer, 4 blockers. Okay, so I have to send a lot everywhere.
Well, you
but,
can send. So you can just swing Cogla at me directly. That's it.
Oh right, because I can blow it up.
Yeah, I don't have any responses
Yep.
to that in my hand. So.
Yep. All right, so that makes sense. So Kogla there, everything else at Nate, and I think that should be enough to win it because Kogla attack trigger will kill the thing.
Yep.
Kogla gets through to kill Chris, and then you have 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, plus 8 is 19, plus 2, 21, 24. 27, 28, 29, 30. 30 damage at Nate, regardless of your blocks. I think that's just game over.
And I kill myself.
I was going for the overload on top of it, but yeah. Oh yeah, I guess fucking I guess you're still alive. I'll send the birds at you since you can't block that, and that's 1 damage. So
You said it was
In response.
30.
it's 20. It's 29 at
29.
Nate. Yeah.
If I minus 2, minus 5, minus 8, and minus 10, 11, 21, 9.
Do you
minus
still live? Jesus Christ.
21 would be 8 damage.
Okay, so yeah,
then-
no, because on
then
attack, I guess after the Kogla trigger, I still have mana. I can abrupt decay and I can also beast within. So like that should be good enough. They're both instants
Did those two.
because the Kogla is
Yeah.
attack
Even just
trigger, so
doing
it
that
would have
one
blown it up.
brings
Yeah,
it up,
so
yeah.
that does it. That does it.
GG's. Oh, I was this close.
Oh,
This close
damn.
to surviving.
I was this close before the board wipe, and then the board wipe happened. And I was like, "Fuck!" And we had to rebuild, but we got there. I was really hoping to do the Pippin, and then I was like,
I
"Oh no, the haste, no!" Fuck, because I had just the right amount of foods to sack to give everything plus 2/3. I was like, "Oh, this is gonna be so good," but oh well.
All right. Well, good timing on that then. Let's do a
Yep.
quick wrap
We
up.
got there.
So we'll start with you, Nate, and we'll go around the corners. Bring it up for us.
Bringing it up. How's it going, everyone? I'm Nate or Turtledock14. You can find me across all socials at that name, Turtledock14. And yeah, tonight I brought out Enigmatic for some good pre-con Abzan shenanigans. It plays mid-range, and that definitely shows because I was worried a little bit early game. I really was. But then, I ramped up to like 12 plus lands in a turn, and I was like, oh, let's go.
Mhm.
So yeah, Chris, Matt, Islan, I really appreciate the game with you all tonight, and I
Absolutely.
will pass it on to Matt.
Hi, everyone. My artist handle is 5proxies954. Currently on most social media. You can find link will be provided below on the chat for my Ko-Fi. There you can find all my proxies free to download and print. I'll be having actual physical print option if you want just to order that. And I brought in Neva EDH, CPDH, testing out. It held its own against some
Beautiful.
fairly tuned.
Really?
Yeah, so
It really did.
I can't wait to try this actually with a PDH level, how it goes. But I think it's pretty good.
And I put your
So,
link in the chat
really
as well
happy.
for you, Matt.
Oh, thank you so much. But definitely, Nate, Chris, everyone, it was a pleasure to
It was
have a
epic.
game with everybody, and definitely hoping to try this again.
Awesome. I'm Islan once again from the Possibility Storm YouTube channel. I put my link tree in the chat. You can find all of my things there. You can buy playmats, you can buy some t-shirts, you can buy all kinds of stuff if you like me. If you don't like me, well, sorry, but we also have a Patreon. We have all the things. We do weekly gameplay videos, mostly CDH, but also CPDH and some variants. We do casual once in a while. We just recently did a CDH plane chase game, which was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
We did Oathbreaker when it became an officially recognized format. We're always trying to expand boundaries and do whatever, but for the most part, if you want to see CDH or CPDH gameplay, that's what we do. I also run a podcast called No Effects that tackles topics surrounding the CDH sphere for the most part, but I do still talk about other formats as well. Either way, this deck finally got to show what it can do. I was very happy with how the foods did something. Hopefully within the next few sets, we get a little bit more support, and I think food, like, mark my words, I've been saying it for a minute, but mark my words, food is going to become some sort of powerhouse at some point, because
it's creeping up
getting
the,
the
power,
support.
Getting there.
Yeah, it's not as good as treasures, but it's still there. And that incidental life gain, like, I gained like 40 life, I think, or 30
Oh, yeah,
life.
at
Like
least
I went from like
chunk,
30
yeah.
something to 50 something, and then got hit a bunch. Whereas I may have been dead and not been able to actually win this game. So that life gain isn't something to snooze
Hey, it
about.
helps.
So
Mm-mm.
I think that people need to reevaluate, especially if you're not. Well, I'm playing a Pauper deck that I've been pushing a lot. It's a Golgari list as well. It's a Sivers with Cloakwood Hermit. And I have a food sub theme in there, and that's just with commons. But when you're in these other spheres where you can have better than commons, the support is getting there to the point where it's pretty good. And I think, like I said, just a couple more cards are going to get printed. We needed something that's equivalent to like a dockside, where it says like, you know, it comes in, it does something, it gives you a bunch of foods that may have some sort of outlet somewhere. Like it's getting close. It's going to happen, I think, eventually. But yeah, whatever the case. Thank you for the games. Thanks, Chris, for hosting.
You're very welcome.
It was nice to play another game with you, Nate. Matt, nice to meet you. Your proxies are fucking beautiful. I may hit you up because I have some ideas. So
Mhm.
No problem, man.
shoot me a message on Twitter, or I will, and yeah, we'll figure it out. Or
Alright.
X, as it is.
X,
these
yes.
days.
All right.
I'm never gonna call it X. I'm always
It's
gonna
never
call it
going to be
Twitter.
X. Don't give it. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll agree a
I
billion
don't care
times
what
over.
you say.